Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 and our final game at Barcelona. I will be leaving the club immediately after this match in the Champions League. Maybe not immediately, I might collect the paycheck for a few more days and then hand in my notice. But this will be the last match that I am in charge of a fantastic Barcelona team that we've put together in just 2 years, and we've reached 2 Champions League finals in those 2 years. We've won 2 La Liga titles in those 2 years, so that does confirm to you that we didn't just win the title, we crushed the title, absolutely dominating it. If you look at the La Liga table, we finished with 100 points. If we look at the actual goals scored, we scored 145 goals, 12 of them against Alaves, and then several teams smacked for 10. Real Madrid were beaten 7-0 at one point. We only lost 2 games, we only drew 4 games. It was a very, very good season. It's a shame we weren't able to go unbeaten, but I think a nice 100 points, 9 points clear of Real Madrid, was a very nice way to finish off that campaign. And there were a lot of goals, so before we get into the Champions League final, let's watch some of our great players put in some very strong performances. I think the goal that Messi scores in this game is his last La Liga goal ever, so worth enjoying that one. Barrow got the first from a corner, a couple of efforts before he finally got the ball in the back of the net. Getafe then on the attack, played through Larzo, and he got lucky. The tackle broke luckily for him. He got it past the keeper to make it 1-1. But Griezmann from the penalty made it 2-1, put us back in control, and Windell 1 minute later setting up Mbappe, ball back to Aouar, and another good long range out of the box effort from Aouar there. So into the second half it was cruise control from this point on. Dembele playing the ball over the top, Severo in behind, near post finished, great goal. And then I think this is Messi's goal. Roberto with the long throw, goes through everybody, and there it is. Oh no, that's Severo's goal. I think this is Messi's goal. Mbappe out to Windell, down the line for Mbappe, played across, and there it is. Messi just lashing it with his left foot past the goalkeeper. His last ever La Liga goal for you to enjoy there. And Goodmine taking on the defence. He just totally wrong foots the keeper. I love that finish because he looks for all the world that he's going to hit it across, and instead he snaps it in the near post. Keeper left dumbfounded. And Mbappe with a beautiful run and finish for 8-1. A big, big win that one, but bettered in the next match against 6th place Sevilla this was at the time, and we absolutely crushed them. Fati getting a hat-trick in this game. Quite a few of our players did end up reaching that 20 goal mark. You'd expect that with 140 odd goals in the season. Fati getting a hat-trick today. I think he's finished on 20 goals as well. Dembele down the right, played the ball in, and the keeper made an absolute hash of it. He's got his hand on his head there. Mbappe then running through, ball broke to Fati, and he finished it off for his second of the game. Another one before the 20-minute mark, or just on the 20-minute mark. Barrow out to Dest, and Dembele over to Barrow, who found the top corner. He was named Player of the Year in La Liga. He was that good this season. Esposito back to Barrow, round everybody. It's parried, but Mbappe uses his pace to get the goal in. And then number 5, Esposito down to Fati, and he does get the hat-trick there. Actually, I think that's number 6. And then Henrique for 7 finds Laporte. Laporte's in double digits this season for goals from corners. And then late on, 88th minute, Esposito gets in behind, finishes well right in that far corner where the keeper couldn't get it for an 8-0 win. And then we finished off the season with an easy 3-0 victory over Cadiz, who were, I'm pretty sure, relegated this season. But a very easy victory, this one. Fati on the left flank, found Aouar, came out to Barrow, and he didn't quite get it over the line, but Mbappe did. So 6 minutes in, good goal from the team. Aouar to the back stick, and Lorenzo, one of the academy graduates that I brought through my time at the club, did score. And then Fati with a penalty late on to make it 3-0. So the season ending up in a pretty nice place there, but it's all about this match here against Barcelona. Now, unfortunately, this is the one game where I am going to have to go on ceremony. So Lionel Messi is in the starting lineup. He's playing the false 9 role. He's got Severo up there with him because Severo is a brilliant big game player, so he has to start in a Champions League match. Mbappe's getting a start on the left, even though he has been frustrating as all hell this season. He does have a 7.82 rating in his last 5 games and a 7.45 overall, so he has to be in there. Griezmann gets a nod ahead of Dembele on the right flank. Obviously, I can make a substitution there if I need to. No question about the two in the middle. Aouar and Barrow are obviously going to start. Windal, Laporte, Skriniar, Dest obviously going to start. Ter Stegen obviously going to start. The funny thing about this team is, other than Messi coming in for Dembele, this is the best 11 for the La Liga season. So La Liga's team of the season is this exact team, except for Dest, who is on the bench, and Odriozola from Real Madrid made the 11, which I don't quite understand because Dest has been great. But this is a team we're sending out to take on Manchester United. You may remember Manchester United were the other team that I applied for a job for after Ajax. So if they'd come in with a job offer first, I very well may have taken it. And they've got a very strong team, a lot of wonder kids in there. Our former player Nicola Tagliafico is at left back. We've got Max Aarons, a wonder kid, at right back. De Gea in goal. Tuanzebe, decent centre back but not brilliant. Ben Godfrey, decent centre back but not brilliant. I wouldn't imagine Tagliafico's that high either. Thomas Partey, probably a little bit over the hill for a Champions League final. Bentancur's a good player. We all know about Dani Olmo. Stengs we played against when we were in the Eredivisie. Schick, again, he's alright, but there's nobody in here that terrifies me. Martial's a very good player. Their best players seem to be on the bench. You know, you've got Rashford on the bench. Wan-Bissaka's on the bench. Greenwood's obviously on the bench. Ihatterin's on the bench. I don't quite understand how this Man United team has made it all the way to the Champions League final, but they are a difficult team to beat. There's no doubt about that. We're just going to go out there, pick up where we left off, and hopefully win, as a manager, our 3rd straight Champions League title, which would be unbelievable if we pull it off. I can't think that that's ever happened before across 2 different clubs. Obviously, Zidane won 3 in a row, or 4 in a row, but I can't remember any other manager getting 3 in a row over 2 different clubs. In the comments, let me know if I'm wrong. But a ball comes forward, almost cut it out. That is what he does. And their little triangles have worked out there. They cut out 3 of our players, and Stengs on the attack is still going. And Ter Stegen, he made a little bit of a mess of that. Maybe some nerves from Ter Stegen there. It's a corner that Dani Olmo takes. Cleared away by Mbappe. Good to see him doing some defensive covering, but we have not made a good start here. We're going to need to get creative. Obviously, this is Lionel Messi's retirement game. After all those years at Barcelona, all those trophies, can he sign off with another Champions League title? Here he is with a free kick. It goes in. There's a header. Mbappe's in there, and he's flashed it well over the bar. I think he was offside. Late corner here in the first half. Olmo puts it in. Severo heads it away. Bentancur comes after the ball. Big tackle by Mbappe, and Bentancur's forced to backtrack. He sends it all the way back to David De Gea. Ball comes out to Godfrey now. Forward to Stengs. Out wide. It's Aarons. Puts it in, but Ter Stegen's always going to pick that one up. It wasn't a great ball. We've got an opportunity here right before half-time if we keep possession. It goes forward. There's Griezmann. Over to Aouar, but Schick has intercepted it. And now the danger man, Martial, runs at the defender. Comes back. Olmo to Stengs. And we've gone a goal behind with 6 seconds to go until half-time. That is really frustrating. And yet again, in the Champions League this season, we're going to have to come back from behind. Usually it's over 2 legs. We've got to do it in one night today against English opposition. We've lost so many games in this Champions League campaign. It's unbelievable that we've actually made it to the final. And now we're behind to Manchester United, and changes need to be made. There is no doubt about that. I think we're just going to have to go assertive here. The team not reacting that well. I should have just blasted them, I think. But we've got a chance. Laporte here with a free kick. Windal back to Laporte again. Barrow out to Windal. Now we're finally passing it around. Messi in a good position. He can cause damage from here. He finds Mbappe. It's blocked. Mbappe again. Mbappe again. And that's it. The £150 million man has got the goal that brings us back on level terms against Manchester United in a Champions League final. Messi involved in the play. Mbappe then took 3 bites at the cherry before he finally got it in. Good persistence. His 21st goal of his first campaign for Barcelona. Much lower total than you would expect, but it has balled us back on level terms with Manchester United. And we have a great chance. Messi with a free kick goes in, and it's over from Skriniar. I would love for Messi to score the goal that wins us another Champions League title in his last game. A few players not having a great time. Griezmann particularly not doing well. So what I'm going to do is move Messi out there and take Griezmann off for Esposito. This is his chance to come on and make himself a real Barcelona hero. Windal with a long throw goes in. Oh, it's missed. There's a penalty. It's going to be Messi to take it if it's a penalty. 20 minutes to go in the Champions League final. Messi's final ever game, my final game at Barcelona. Is Messi about to give us a lead? Man United manager wants more from his team, but they've got a job here. It is a penalty. Stengs has given it away in the box. I think he's going to get a booking for this. De Gea came out, was nowhere near it, and the foul has allowed Messi the chance. This is his big moment before he retires. What can Lionel Messi do? He scores. Of course he scores. Why were you worried? His 15th goal of his final season, where he's looking to do the treble with Barcelona. What a way to go out. Scoring potentially the winning penalty in a Champions League final. That is the kind of stuff that you really do love to see in Football Manager. And there's not a lot of time left to go. I'm not going to take Messi off. That would be silly. Let's take Windal off if we've got someone who can come on. Marmol can come on for a little bit. We just want to drag out some of these substitutions now. I'm not going to cautious. We've been in control of this second half. Mbappe can come off of Fati. We've been totally dominating this second half. There's no need to go to cautious. We could get a third. Mbappe might do that now. He's still going, Mbappe. But De Gea with strong hands there. 5 minutes to go. We've made another change. Fati coming off. We're 5 minutes away from a third Champions League title in a row. And there it is. Messi lifts the Champions League trophy that he has won with that penalty. Oh, what a way to go. Lionel Messi, I'm glad I came to Barcelona for your last 2 seasons. 2 more La Liga titles, 2 more Champions League titles, a Copa del Rey, a Spanish Super Cup, a European Super Cup, all in the bag. That's 7 trophies, is it, that we've picked up in our time at Barcelona, and more than that, we have helped Lionel Messi retire as a 2-time champion of Europe in his final 2 years. The number of Champions Leagues that he must have won. Now I am lifting my 3rd Champions League title in a row. That's going to do wonders for overhauling Sir Alex Ferguson. I've already got 1 more Champions League title than he managed in his time at Manchester United. But that's a really special way to go out. I really didn't think halfway through this season that we were going to be able to achieve that. But we have managed to do it. We've won another Champions League final, and look at those past winners. There we are, 2 of them, and I also did it with Ajax as well. That is absolutely amazing that we've managed to do that. I'm honestly blown away. But we've done it. Loads of medals going out, most importantly for Lionel Messi, who is about to retire and free up $500,000 a week for the next manager coming in. But just look at his background here. Look at this biography. How many competitions has he won now? So many. He's won the La Liga Santander 6, 9, 12, 13 times. FIFA Club World Cup twice. Not worried about the other ones. 6 Champions League titles now. 2 of them under me. 2 of them under Guardiola. So putting me up in that nice upper echelon. 3 Super Cups. 8 Copa del Reys. 7 Super Copa de Españas. Absolutely unbelievable from Lionel Messi there. What a career. And now he's over. And I am now finally declared one of the best ever. That is what we were really after. We're now in 18th place. When we left Ajax, we only had 1,000 points. That shows the benefit of moving to a big club like Barcelona. The points matter so much more in the big leagues. And it means we're now, well, 2,000 against 5,000. We're 4/10 of the way there, or 2/5 of the way there. Is that right? Yeah, 2/5 of the way there now from overhauling Sir Alex Ferguson. A bit of a way to go, but I'm up on that list. I'm above Happel, I'm above Lippi. Jock Stein is in my sights. Louis van Gaal, Zinedine Zidane, me. Quite a few records to overhaul here, but we can definitely do it. All of these in the bag. Transfer budget for the next manager would be huge, but I mean, it has been a really impressive time. A very difficult second season, I'll have to say that. This was a real struggle at times. Yes, we scored a lot of goals, but there were so many runs like this, little patches where it got very frustrating because we should be winning the matches, and Real Madrid were always on our heels. They finished on 91 points. It was down to 6 points even on the final day, which shows that there was no room for slipping up. We had to overcome 2 first leg deficits in the Champions League, a deficit in the final right before half time, but we bounced back and won the Champions League for 2 times in the season. If we look at the best goal scorers across the season, you can see Gilberto Severo, probably my best signing in my time at the club. Best false 9 advanced forward in world football. He can play in either position. Look at these stats. He's only 20, just turned 20. And when you look at his career stats, 22 goals, 22 La Liga goals, 24 La Liga goals the season after, going from 35 to 39 overall. He is an absolute wonder player, and I don't remember him costing very much. £25 million for Severo. What an absolute steal. Mbappe was the next highest scorer. He got 21 goals and 13 assists. Griezmann got 21 goals and 20 assists. Esposito somehow managed to get to 20 goals despite only 23 starts. Maybe shows that if I played him a bit more, he would have got a lot more goals this season. Fati nearly hit the 20. Messi had 15. Laporte was next with 11. Dembele was infuriatingly disappointing my entire time at the club, but I think most Barcelona fans would understand that. Barrow was the player of the season this year. He is world class, always will be. He can play any of those roles that I would need in midfield. Certainly one that's going to be at Barcelona for a long time, I would imagine. The defence was disappointing. Awar was good, but he doesn't play a natural role that I have in the tactic I use. And a lot of really good young players in this team. Dest came in and did well. He got quite high up on the assist charts. Look, he got 13 assists, so he turned out to be a good buy in the end, finally fulfilling the potential that I knew he had when he was at Ajax, but seemed to really struggle just to get all the way up there with that potential. And the squad, if you remember when I took over the squad, it was a very, very old squad. When I leave, Messi will be gone. Griezmann will still be there at 33, but he is producing the goods still, on $500,000 a week. The next manager might want to let him go. Sergi Roberto is angry at the way that I've treated someone in the club, Matthias Henrique, but he's 32. Andre ter Stegen as goalkeeper at 32 isn't too bad, and then it's just Laporte. I've really got the age of this team down, and you've got a lot of under 23s in there now, a lot of under 25s in there, so this is a team that's going to be around for a really long time, doing a lot of damage in the Champions League and in La Liga, and that's a challenge for me at the next job that I take. But overall, we're in a pretty good place. Look at all these competition wins that we have been racking up in our 5 seasons as a manager. Lots of personal awards as well. I think we can be very happy with that. We spent 1.42 billion, but we have sold 1.1 billion worth of players, which isn't too bad. I think our goals scored is going to be pretty high. 923 goals in 272 games. That is value for money if you're a fan of a club that I'm managing. So the next job is TBC. If I try and find the job centre, I can never find it. It's in staff, isn't it? Job centre, there we go. There's not a huge amount of jobs going. There is FC Porto, there is Bayern Munich, and there is Angers, Real Sociedad, Sevilla. There is Spurs. Now that is one that I am potentially interested in. I could go to Spurs. They finished 4th in the Premier League, so they're in the Champions League. They're a team that hasn't had too much success recently. If we look at their competition history, runner-up in the Champions League 2019, but they won the Europa League 2022. No FA Cup recently, no Carabao Cup recently. A Europa League is all they've had to celebrate for quite some time. So that is a potential next club that we could go to. If we look at the value of the team, Tanguy Dembele seems to be doing reasonably well. Rodri, Dele Alli. Where's the former player Ruben Dias is there. That'd be nice to reunite with him. Harry Kane, still doing very good. And he could play a false 9 role. 19 finishing in a false 9 role has me very interested. Hakimi, a player I tried to sign. Onana, our former player, in goal. We could reunite with him. Davinson Sanchez, another former Ajax player. There's a lot of potential in this Spurs team, I have to say. I am very interested in this. Rodri must be on loan. Yeah. Interested. I would be much more interested in Spurs, who only just made it into the Champions League ahead of Manchester United, who have the Europa League next season, despite making the Champions League final. I'd be much more interested in Spurs than any of the other jobs that were listed there. I'm not ready to go and do Portugal. I think that'd be towards the end of the save that I'd go to Portugal after doing Ajax at the start. I think now I want to rack up some trophies, and I think the Premier League is where I want to go next. I would be interested in the Bundesliga, but I don't want to take on Bayern Munich. I think that's, again, playing the game on easy mode. If I were to go there, I'd probably want to do Borussia Dortmund next. So that is probably an unlikely route. Scotland, I'd be potentially interested in going to, but not to Dundee or Dundee United at this point. Again, that's probably a latter save. Brescia, down in 15th. Big challenge, given the save that we're doing. So I think that I'm going to apply for the job with Spurs. Sign English players, attacking football, possession football. We tick all of that. Develop players, club's youth system. I want the next job to be a 5-year project. I don't want it done in 2-3 years. I want this to be a real one. No players over 30, under the age of 23. I fit the bill. Wage bill is about half what I spend at Barcelona, so it's a little bit more of a challenge. But I've applied for that job. We're going to go in and we're going to see. They are in the Champions League. It gives me another chance to go for my 4th consecutive Champions League title. Daniel Levy, I was hoping, was no longer the chairman, but he is still there, unfortunately. And it is time, I think, to go and try the Tottenham job. So that is going to be it for this episode. Make sure to drop a like down below if you enjoyed that Champions League final and our time at Barcelona. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see if I get the Spurs job in tomorrow's video. I am actually also just probably going to resign from the club. No, I'll let Barcelona get some compensation out of Daniel Levy. That'll be funny. But until next time, see ya.